Hello everyone. Before we start today's video, if you could all do me a solid and lightly tap the like button, perhaps share the video about and leave a comment. If you are not subscribed, subscribe as well. It would greatly help this channel. Thank you very much. Well, isn't this just fantastic? Captain's log, subject 220902.4. We may have to expedite the ramming of ALR up Bork's arse, as we haven't got enough power to use the phased cannons on the approaching unidentified large object. As she is though 80% reduced ALR, that is, just the cankles left, Bork might feel this. Hello everyone, welcome to This Week at Twitter, or twat. Today we're going to start with me shamelessly promoting a Teespring thing I've done. Calm your tits and eat a biscuit. Buy it. The first subject, though, is something that I tweeted out. Rendering now, this may take a while. This was the Nada El Shami video that I released on Saturday that has done exceptionally well. Thank you everyone that has watched it. Reply underneath, make another Amberlynn Reid video. Fun fact, every year I do an end of year review and they are getting better as time progresses. The first part of this year's one is an hour long. That'll be released on the 1st of December. So I tweeted back, I am for December. I do an end of year review. It'll be a two-parter as the first part is 1 hour long, giving many of the viewers of my channel what they want, but also covering it in a way that I feel is more appropriate. If I just did videos once a month, I would lose the vast majority of my audience that watch the rest of the content that I upload to this channel. So doing it on a less is more basis is preferable, and also December, the best month really to release such content. So at least we all get something out of it, that is my perspective. Reply, I'm not going to watch that. Well, you can't win them all, can you now? And my reply, fair enough, should amply cover just how lip-servicey my response is. I am giving people what they want. Later, if I cover every tiny detail about her cankles and her back and forth with Foodie Beauty or other nonsense concerning her Instagram Q&As, you'll find it on the Moisky Live channel where I do research streams once a month on each of our favourite girls, whatever they're called. It's a fantastic moment for all of us. Next, we're going to go to TMZ. Cops have responded to influencer Gabby Hanna's home after getting multiple worrisome calls about her TikTok posts. She has been remarkably active on TikTok, and it has a lot of us concerned that perhaps this is beyond a troll. Some have speculated mania. My view on it is, get help if you need help. It is not up to the platforms though to dictate that. Others that think she should be removed, you're not seeking to resolve the problem, you're sweeping it under a rug by removing a platform from them. Replies. Mads, are you saying she wasn't actually 5150'd? Rebecca, she doesn't have anyone close to her to do that for her? Nick, I tried to help. Now Nick's the interesting one. You see, Nick actually turned up at Gabby Hanna's house. We have confirmation from Nick actually on Twitter. I'm at Gabby Hanna's house, what shall I do? Add 30, wait for the cops. Nick, they literally came here and left her there by herself, so add 30. Why were you there in the first place, dude? The correct answer is, wait for the cops, or leave. You were not invited, therefore you shouldn't be there. This separation between creator and viewer should always remain. If someone who is a fan, a hater, or someone right in the middle turns up at your home, the creator, you are not, unless invited, welcome inside. In the case of Gabby, it gets really grey because Gabby might need help. Now, I covered this on my second channel, Omegon 2 Electric Boogaloo. I've gone into detail about aspects of articles that have covered this, where they've leaned on people like Ethan Klein as some kind of moral arbiter. Yet Ethan Klein has dunked on Gabby for her poor mental state right now. Hardly appropriate, but not a surprise considering the disingenuous nature of the article I was covering. Guess the network. Tipster, retweeting Nick, you didn't try to help shit. You tried to use Gabby Hanna and her poor mental state for clout, you effing scumbag. Exactly this. And given the circumstances of what is going on currently with Gabby Hanna, you should have never thought to go there in the first place. You are not a savior, you are a moron. So next, Def Noodles was trending on Twitter. Now he has trended a fair bit since getting his Twitter account back. More recently, it's because he's decided to take his anger and hatred towards Kavos someone that once almost made him quit YouTube 2 years ago. No joke, in fact. Def Noodles put a whole video out on it. It was cringe. To a fight. But we're going to go to the trending tab first. Dr. Dread. Who the hell are Kavos and Def Noodles and why should I care about them? One is a considerably more talented creator than the other. Work it out. Heart J Mo. Dude tweets about Def Noodles 250 plus times a day, but he's never heard of him? I smell someone who's bitch made. Chris the Narc. I have a theory Def Noodles is gay for Kavos. Homelander. Def Noodles owns you. Aren't I beautiful, daddy? You don't want to fight then? Just fight him. You look like Gabby Hanna posting nothing but Def Noodles. Is your life really that boring right now? So what did Def Noodles tweet out that really got this rolling? I don't know, but I've got this tweet instead. At Kavos YouTube, since you're too puss to do a street fight, let's do it on street beefs. Bare knuckles. Next week. Underneath is an image where he has messaged Street Beefs asking if he could set up a fight between the two of them. Kavos has responded to this with, Def Noodles now wants us to street fight for some random YouTube channel rather than box. He says boxing is for pussies because it has rules, yet wants to do street beefs, which is street fighting with rules. Just effing box me. Basically, this is a form of power play from Def Noodles. He is taking it away from where everyone else seems to gravitate, because he wants to be in control of the situation more. Either that, or to trailblaze and or pioneer something else. Street fighting is very tricky compared to boxing. At least with boxing, you are restricted to just your hands, which is arguably a more respectable way forward. And when someone says it is the fight me round Aldi type energy, I couldn't agree more. Minxie. Exposed. Don't do it, Kavos. Don't give Def Noodles dream fuel, he'd be drooling all over your shoulders. Included is an image. Def Noodles. Tweet a picture of yourself shirtless. Let's see if you're actually ready for a fight, or if you're just gassing this up because you want attention. I'm ready to fight now. On the streets or street beefs. Bare knuckles. Now. Included in that is a retweet of Kavos. Bro, you seriously just tweeted this. I'm sure many of you are now wondering what did Def Noodles tweet to make Kavos say that? Well, it was a shirtless picture of himself of Daddy Noodles. Oh my. His tweet also said, Street Beefs has 2.4 million subs. They are one of the biggest street fight channels on YouTube. I understand why you're ducking though. You're not serious about fighting, you just want attention. Makes sense. Dude looks like he can't lift a paper straw. I'm ready to put you to sleep now. Def Noodles, you're 37 years old, and you almost lost a boxing match with a punch bag. You gassed after 15 seconds of aimlessly, lancing your shots. Quite poorly, I might add. It was embarrassing. You don't look tough, and you're not built tough either for that matter. You're just skinny. Kavos did eventually include a buffed up shot, prefacing it with been doing a lot of wanking in preparation for a potential fight. I'd like to see this happen, these two go at it, 100%, if only because I'd really like Kavos to humble, just for 1 minute, humble Def Noodles. It wouldn't last, but it would be interesting to see if it could be done. Next, Benji Simon, aka Puppy as I call him. I raid him on a regular basis on Twitch. He's a fantastic guitar player, his music is brilliant if you like death metal, he's a very entertaining, engaging individual, and I really enjoy his shows. Hey at Loud Gabe whatever. I know you're a big streamer or whatever you want to call yourself, but restreaming people's streams to your audience is pretty trash. Maybe get your own content, bud? Also, at Twitch support at Twitch, you may want to do a check on this partnered streamer. Now, this was a very brave tweet, because Gabe has a rather large following, a substantially large following. This caused a bit of a shitstorm on Ben's own Twitch, in fact, because what had happened was, Ben was streaming and Gabe was stream sniping. That's what we call it on YouTube. So restreaming is that. The problem with doing this is, you are then sending your audience to Ben's channel, and in turn causing vast amounts of harassment, which what actually happened. Gabe responded with, just so you know, I have my own content, and I was in some random lives to help people, and I think it's very hypocritical for you to talk about me like it's superior when you don't even play copyright songs but other artists without permission. It's a mixed bag on that one. It is a false equivalent. You can't compare two very different types of streamer with one another. Ben does also play his own music if it is requested. That's the key part here. But of course, you seem to know more than I do, even though I watch his streams on a regular. Learn to become better people and treat people like you should. Maybe one day you will be a real streamer and not an arrogant asshole. Which seems very odd to say from that one initial tweet, but you know what? People react quite extremely on Twitter. Ben, bruh, you literally had a bunch of your audience acting like dicks in my channel, what are you on about? And that is what happened. We are responsible for the audiences that go to other people's channels. When response videos were a thing on YouTube, we used to have to say, please don't go to that person's channel and harass them. Give them the view if you want to watch the full video, but please do not go there to incite any hate. You didn't do that, Gabe, did you? Now Ben eventually, because this got a bit much on his channel, his mods had to work overtime to fix this. Ben on Twitter had tweeted, "Hey friends, only a few can see this. I'm one. And I'm probably going to leave it up for an hour. It's still there. I have to deactivate my Twitter account for a little while, maybe 5 minutes." Yesterday, a huge partnered streamer on Twitch started broadcasting my stream on his. Doing so resulted in so many people coming in and harassing everyone who was there. I had to put my chat into sub-only mode, which by the way Ben rarely does, if at all. In fact, I don't think I've ever seen him do it. He did this to a number of streamers last night, called him out, and that resulted in my Twitter and other forms of social media getting blown out of the water with trolls. I was then told by this streamer that I should have been grateful for the exposure. Every single person he did that to last night put their chat into sub-only mode. This is not okay, and I'm not going to apologize for standing up for myself, and nor should you. In my mind, stream snipers are the lowest of the low. I don't care how big your channel is. If you're stream sniping, you're a cretin, you're worthless, and you suck. It doesn't matter the size of your platform. It really doesn't, because it's always about how you use it. And you used it to harass other people, to judge the type of content they make, which is what you did, and then send your little brigade of teenagers over to troll the living feck out of them, to take their own little community, their own biome, and ruin it, poison it, so others will not feel welcome there. And that is the point many people go to Twitch for, to create their own communities, to support each other. You, Gabe, are a knob. Now I'm finished. Goodbye my merch. Ta-ta everyone.